My name is Helen Lee. I lost my grandmother Foon Hay Lum to COVID-19 on April the 24th. She was 111 years old, a remarkable woman, way ahead of her time. She was born in Canton, China in 1908 at a time of great political and social unrest. At 18, she married Nam Jack Lum, who had returned to China in search of a bride. He had paid the $500 head tax to enter Canada. It was actually the Chinese Exclusion Act that separated our family for decades. Once more, he returned to China and they had 2 children. Shortly after the birth of my mother, he left. At 50, she traveled alone to Canada, finally. They had 12 lovely years together. It was his hope of an apology that spurred her social activism in her senior years. Her passion for justice and equity inspired myself, my mother, and the broader Chinese community. It took 22 years before she finally heard the parliamentary apology in the House of Commons. She was 98 years old by then. My grandmother lived independently on her own in her own house until the age of 107. She loved growing melons in her backyard. At the nursing home, she was a rock star. She required no medication. She walked on her own, whizzed by everyone in her Michael Kors knitted hats, and read everything that the staff wrote. My grandmother taught me perseverance and grace in the face of adversity, to challenge injustices, and to be a good steward of everything that God has given us. On April the 24th, I was outside her nursing home as the media covered the outbreak. That evening, as the coverage aired, grandmother left. I'm going to miss taking selfies with my grandmother. I'd give anything to take another selfie with her. I am going to miss my grandmother deeply because I know that our nation still needs to hear her voice.